everybody. Happy Wellness Wednesday and happy Epiphany. It's a great day to celebrate because there's so many different images available for us to reflect on. Journey, light, and coming to the Christ child. This Christmas was a different one and probably stressful in a lot more different ways. I don't know about you, but it was for me. So to start off our Wellness Wednesdays and to look at this wonderful Feast of Epiphany, I want to talk about light and resolutions. In the secular, we always make our resolutions for New Year's, the beginning of a new year. We make those promises to ourselves and set some goals. And as I was looking into doing that this New Year's Eve, I kind of went back to some old journals and old planners that I had and realized that, I keep making the same darn resolutions every year and not living up to them. So I kind of reflected on what that meant. What pressure am I putting on myself to do these things? And these are some conclusions that I came up with about resolutions. Number one is that I tend to set my goals too high, and a lot of us do that. So my goal for my New Year's resolution might be to lose weight or to get healthy. Or to exercise. But we just kind of set a goal there. And one thing that I learned in my days as a teacher with all my lesson planning and getting ready is that if you have a goal without any kind of objective or any kind of pathway to get to that goal, then it's just going to stay a goal. And so maybe this year I wanted to look at my resolutions or my goals and really either focus them, cut them down, or try to get some kind of pathway. So my goal might be get healthy, but then I'm going to divide it into categories and really realistically look at it. Am I going to suddenly wake up on January 2nd or January 7th and suddenly be able to go out running every morning and get up on time and eat breakfast and yada, yada, yada? No, I'm not. So I'm going to set my goals more realistically. My goal is to get healthy. That's really my goal right now. Whether that means losing weight, exercising, changing my diet, whatever, I want to be able to be healthy again. And so I'm going to cut that down. And maybe in the months of January and February, I'm going to focus on drinking water and implementing at least 15 minutes of exercise a day of some type. Then maybe in March, I'm going to move that up, or sooner if I'm ready, move that up to my half hour, which is my ultimate goal of exercise a day, and then start looking at the foods that I'm eating or my schedule in eating, or etc. So you see what I mean? Planning something a little bit more realistic, because that's going to help us with problem number 2 with resolutions, and that is we give up. Because we set it so high and we make it so impossible for ourselves, we give up right away. Oh well, I was going to exercise, but now 12 days have gone through January. I haven't started yet. What am I even thinking? I'll start next month, or I'll start in Lent, and we just don't get to it. We give up because we don't have the consistency, and that backs up to we can't keep the consistency because we're expecting too much of ourselves. That brings me to number 3. We expect so much from ourselves. One of the things that I learned over the past maybe 5 or 6 years is that I had this tendency to want to do everything very well. And I work hard at doing everything very well. And when I go back and I'm honest with myself, I realize I'm the one that's putting that pressure on myself. I'm the one that wants me to be perfect, that wants me to do it right, that wants me to have a habit tracker and fill in every habit every single day and never miss a day. Otherwise, it's imperfection and I might as well just give up. So I need to learn that to make more reasonable expectations of myself, that I am not perfect. And yes, that's not a reason to give up, but that's also not a reason to punish myself or ridicule myself when I can't live up to my own expectations. There's a great song that I love that I challenge you to find on YouTube or Spotify or wherever called All I Ever Have to Be by Amy Grant. It's a song I can't listen to anymore without tears in my eyes because it reminds me all I need to be is who God made me. All I need to be is that light that God made me to be to others. So I challenge you this week to reflect on any resolutions that you made or were thinking of making and make sure that they are realistic with a pathway, that it's something that you can be consistent with at least for a while, and that you don't set too high expectations on yourself. Give yourself a break. We're in a pandemic or in a highly stressful time. Nobody's going to be perfect. Have a great week and hope to see you again next Wednesday.